Welcome back, everyone. We are jumping right into part 4 of our Explainer series covering the machine learning for IT professionals, a 10-part intermediate tutorial. Today, we're zeroing in exclusively on Chapter 4 from the folks over at Virtualization Options LLC, that Colorado-based research, education, and advisory organization we've been talking about. And right now, we are demystifying the core algorithms you actually need to know to optimize your infrastructure.
Let's kick things off with a massive sigh of relief straight from the source material. It says, you don't need to master every algorithm. You need to know which tool to reach for in which situation. Start with the simplest approach that works. I absolutely love this. The machine learning space is just drowning in hype and buzzwords, right? It can feel super intimidating. But here's the secret. You don't need a PhD in advanced mathematics to use these tools effectively. You really just need to think of these algorithms like the utilities already sitting in your IT sysadmin toolbelt. Let's dig in.
Level 1. The basics. Linear and logistic regression.
So we're basically going to walk up a staircase of complexity today, starting with our Level 1 tools. Think of these as the absolute basics, literally the hammer and screwdriver of your machine learning toolbox. By definition, these foundational tools are meant for straightforward, no-nonsense predictions. They're either going to predict a continuous rolling value, like, say, guessing a number that constantly fluctuates over time, or they're going to give you a simple, clear-cut binary outcome, just a simple yes or no. It's cause and effect, mapped out cleanly and reliably.
Now, what's really cool here is how directly this applies to your daily operational headaches. Tick linear regression. That allows you to easily forecast continuous values, so you can predict exactly when a specific storage array is going to hit 100% capacity based on its historical disk usage over time. Pretty handy, right? Logistic regression, on the flip side, gives you that binary yes or no output. Say you get a sudden spike in failed login attempts. Is it just a fat-fingered user, or is it a malicious brute force attack? Yes or no? You can even predict whether sudden bandwidth consumption is going to cross a critical threshold before it actually brings down a vital service. It's simple, elegant, and incredibly useful.
Moving on up to Level 2, the workhorses, decision trees, and random forests.
All right, stepping up to the next level of our toolkit, we have what the source highlights as highly interpretable models. These are your operational workhorses, and they are incredibly powerful for categorization and classification tasks, basically putting things into the correct buckets. But you know what their true value is? It's right there in the word interpretable. That means you can trace exactly why the model made a specific decision. Unlike some advanced AI that just acts like a totally opaque magic black box, a decision tree lays out its logic branch by branch. So, if your manager asks why the system auto-routed a critical ticket to the database team instead of networking, well, you can look at the tree and point to the exact metric that triggered that choice. That kind of auditability, it's pure gold for an IT professional.
The crucial takeaway here is that deploying these tools can literally save your team countless hours by automating the triage process. Just picture it. It's 3 a.m., an alert storm hits, and everything's flashing red. Instead of a human digging through endless logs, a random forest model can just jump in and perform immediate root cause analysis. It can automatically classify the severity of those infrastructure alerts the very second they fire and instantly predict the correct ticket category. It filters out all that noise so your on-call engineers only have to wake up for the actual fires. And this brilliantly illustrates the primary trade-off in machine learning. It's all about choosing between the simple, easily audited trees on the left versus crossing over into the highly complex, multidimensional realm on the right. With trees, you get simple logic that is super easy to audit. But as your data grows exponentially in complexity, simple branches might miss the subtle hidden patterns across a vast infrastructure. And that right there is the threshold. That's when you have to seriously consider trading interpretability for raw, unadulterated processing power.
Which brings us to Level 3, the heavy lifters, neural networks in IT.
Building on that threshold, we reach the heavy lifters of the ML world. But listen, you should really only deploy these when those simpler tools just aren't going to cut it. When you're dealing with massive, interconnected datasets that completely overwhelm standard rules and simple branching logic, that's when you bring out the power saw, deep learning neural networks. These are used specifically for identifying and processing complex, high-dimensional patterns. They pass data through multiple hidden layers to find these deep correlations that a human being or honestly a basic algorithm would simply never detect.
And these models, they absolutely shine at scale. We're talking seamlessly managing massive log anomaly detection across distributed cloud environments, literally analyzing millions of events per second to find that one tiny sequence that looks slightly off. They use natural language processing to intelligently read and route highly complex, paragraphs-long user support issues. They can even process image-based infrastructure monitoring, like actually analyzing live thermal camera feeds of server racks to identify cooling anomalies before your hardware melts down. It is phenomenal technology.
However, and this is a big however, Virtualization Options LLC issues a critical warning here in Chapter 4. Tool selection is always more important than pure computational power. A well-tuned decision tree will very often drastically outperform a poorly configured neural network in a live production environment. Seriously, just because neural networks are the shiny new toy doesn't mean they're the right tool to fix a leaky faucet, you know?
Complexity is not a virtue in production ML. This right here is our anti-hype anchor for this whole explainer. It reminds us that when the ultimate goal is keeping enterprise infrastructure stable, secure, and running smoothly, adding unnecessary algorithmic complexity is never a virtue. Every single bit of complexity you add, that's another potential point of failure, it's another maintenance burden, and it's another system that's just going to be harder to troubleshoot when things inevitably go wrong. Keep it simple whenever you can.
Which brings us to the end of our journey through Chapter 4 and leaves us with a pretty critical question for you. Reviewing your own systems, your own data pipelines, and your current operational bottlenecks, which of these simple, targeted algorithms will you pull from your toolkit to deploy first? Are you going to start by forecasting disk space with basic regression? Or maybe categorize some of those noisy alerts with a trusty decision tree? The tools are waiting for you. Dive in, start simple, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.